There's that bell. Y'all know what it means, people. Let's get it. It's going to be a little fire. It might even be a little too heated for some of you. You might want to keep scrolling at this point. We're going to come on and let the live ones come on and get on the set. I want the live ones to get in the web. Let's see if we can feel you out here. Just messing around a little something. I'm thinking about remaking this again. And so I was just testing this. I'm gonna throw it in. The next time we hear this, we're gonna hear this one in it. Huh? What do you let me know what you think? And then hit this bell. Right? We're going to set these cells on fire, people. I'm going to retitle it too. It's going to be called Setting the Cells on Fire. It ain't done like this nowhere else, people. Hit that heart button. This is all original, authentic things going on. Facebook ain't got to worry about copy striking me or putting me in Facebook jail. I own the copyrights to this. Huh? I'm going to read a little bit out of the broader files again, right? Because I'm titling these streams, Be Thyself. You was told to know thyself, but you were never told to be yourself. I told you, we're not going to keep living the past. Somebody better revise and uplift your concepts and way of thinking so that your morality can be that of something greater than it was yesterday. I know you don't want to keep sending your kids over there in them side them four walls. They don't even want to sit there no more. Talk about it's asbestos closing up the buildings. Let us all stand our asses in the corner and think about this. Huh? Let the freedom ring. And you know what the freedom is? You guessed it. It's your state of existence. Yeah. I want to welcome every person, place, and thing into existence. The title of this segment and thing we're going to get into is going to be that in the concept and idea of Me being me, partner. As my boys say, B. How many of you ever heard that terminology before? Be you, B. Some people down Alabama, up north. You know what I'm talking about? Like, what's up with that, B? B, look it up. Just in case I forgot. You know how they say I ain't been in school in a long time. How's everyone faring? I hope all is well. You know me. If it isn't, then I got the treat. I got the energy to remedy all matters. That's why in my existence, everything matters. Somebody make that shirt up. Please. I need to see it within 30 days. Now, I ain't got time to do it. I mean, like, if I did everything that I can think of, what would you do? Damn, I'm already Nate the Great. You want me to do everything. You want me cry for the baby too, don't you? If you crying all the time, what the baby gonna do? Go stand in the corner somewhere. Y'all getting beside yourself. And that's why I had to say, be me, be thyself. And this is what we're gonna get into. Like I said, by now you've already know that you should know yourself. And for the most part, a lot of you have a great concept and idea of how you're functioning, which means that, yes, you know yourself. Right? But there's a little bit more to this than just being in the energy of knowing. See, what's good a use of your knowledge if it's not put into action? And just like how you have not been in school for a long time and you forget precise information that you was told, you will lose who you are. Yes, that's the law of the physics down here. See? You don't use it, you lose it. I used to speak over 3 languages frequently at one time. I could barely speak one now. See? So being myself follows up from the concept of where we left off on the last stream when we was talking about living a life to be mentally free. If you caught that segment, if you caught that energy grid, then you should have been empowered and uplifted. Because the same thing, all this entails is that I decide what information, if any, is applicable to me. Sometimes I just will go in the process of, as Alan Watts states, being in the nothing, just existing without no name, no title, no category. See? But it takes work to get to that state. Sometimes I got to remember sitting here right in front of you to come back down to earth, Nate. You know these people love a good person that's down to earth. Sometimes you go out there. Yeah, that's right, Nate. You're out there somewhere. And I got to remember, oh, don't be like the shapeshifter and start glitching. Because sometimes the people don't know how to differentiate the two. You might think I'm the reptilians or something. Like, what the fuck is going through right there? You know what I'm talking about? No, you don't. But just listen. It'll all play out in your subconscious in the future. Trust me. All right. How much time we working with? Oh, it's beautiful. I'm looking at 11/11 on a 3/11/2023. Ooh, ring that bell, y'all. Hit that. Now it's 11/12, right? 3/11/2023. Ooh, hit that bell, y'all. It's just like if somebody who is down to earth and on the mundane physical level who got their ass up and went and got them a scratch off. And they probably gonna hit 500 a G. I could do it. But don't forget, some of us are paid already. You don't have enough digits in your bank account that can match the currency in which I'm holding, partner. B. I could use your money and go buy us a home. All I gotta do is captivate the mind, rule and reign in the macro. You see how this works? It takes some magic. A little potion, dig in my bag a little bit. It may take a night or two, 3 days at the max. But I'm very effective when it comes to that metaphysics. In other words, as my pastors told me, that we are spiritual people, we're not physical. Amen. Yes, Lord. I'm very spiritual. Get out my church. That's not spiritual, Father. You start talking spiritual shit in a Baptist or Catholic church, you might get expelled. You know, I'm talking about mind's eye, peace, love, and light. Yes. I'm just checking the YouTube. You know, I always do. I don't keep this information all in front of me all the times because I got a lot of things that I deal with and step into, deal and dag with. So it's a pleasure to have you all who are here as we well expected, right? Let's give them a bell. You know, we get bombs, bells, and all that, baby. You know we right. I love it. I go to another podcast, get the whole damn chat to start dropping bombs. You know how much currency geographically on the earth has just went out and formulated at that time? Oh no, we don't understand the science of metaphysics to this degree yet. All right, so let's back up there and get into the original idea and concept of why we come here. And we want to be ourselves, right? Now, let me state, all right, as a disclaimer and for the record, when I talk about me being myself and the greatest individual that I can be, I'm not talking about racism, hatred, separation, even. My whole concept and idea and energy and the reason for being here, at least right now and some time to come, is about knowing and being thyself. See? It's about acknowledgement and the differences in culture. That's what it's about. It's not about racism or hatred, dividing, separation. You want that? Go get in religion. That's what they do, people. You would never go to a cat store to get your dog food, but yet you got both of them in your house. And they get along better than we do with people. This is, I don't know. I know why. We got, don't, yeah. That, it ain't no, I don't know why. That's just a habit of hearing people say that. And that's a dumbed down talk and energy too, if to bring y'all that light. You ever hear people, or you, maybe even you used to, I don't know why this, or I don't know why that. Yes, you do. Stop telling people you don't know why. Sometimes just if you don't want to express it and bring it out, just be like, oh, well, That's just the way it is. But we know why. The supreme gods, deities, shapes, gurus, even shapeshifters know everything. Oh man. And it is something that I forgot to bring to the table, but I promise I'm gonna do it in the next stream. Sheesh. It's a little health note, okay? I'm going, all right, so right. Now, at this point, we're gonna do a little reading out of the broadest file of one of Mr. Anthony's. This is Anthony's file, I call it. Well, it's titled from the broader file, so I guess Mr. Anthony took it upon himself to go ahead, like I've done, and you should too. It not in the physical, in the spiritual, in the macro. Make your files and have a files of what you uh got going on in your state of existence. Jack, I'm just gonna throw something real soothing on right quick, and we're gonna get busy reading for about 30 minutes. All right, y'all. I'm gonna do it for 30 minutes. Just a little 30 minutes. That comes we don't want too much, but we want just enough. Huh? Just like in the inside, so on the outside. So above, so below. So with the spiritual, same with the physical. Don't eat too much. Get up in the morning, eat some sea moss, huh? And some avocado, some fruit or something. Watch how full you'll be. 2 glasses, 3 glasses of water. It'll hold you to, if you up already, to 12. And then you might get snack on something else, maybe even a little heavier. Cap it off with some beans. If you eating fish, chicken, let's make sure it's at least got a label on it of it being halal. Just don't go to Save a Lot and talk about you eating healthy and you buying fish out of Save a Lot. And no, that's not going to count, right? So it's a balance, the same thing. And we ain't going to get into this health note too quick, but I did want to just bring the foot to the table real quick of what we're going to be getting into in the coming days. All right, because I started off doing health videos. I think I'm gonna start posting them. I've been through my archive and my files, and I was looking, so I want to start posting some of them health videos. And like I was born into a family that dealt with herbs and the like and etc. So I'm not nothing new to it. I had every diet that you can imagine, all right, and probably diets that people don't even know exist. They don't even know that they got a name for some people who eat meat sometime and who don't. Right, but we're supposed to be so intelligent, but it's okay. So, right, every diet that there is, I practice. I even, of course, extended it and take it a little further and do other what you want to do, because that's always best to do too in your life. Just don't regurgitate and repeat stuff of other people too. If you learn something from someone, some person, someplace, somewhere, fine. Dissect it, digest it, and manifest it. But here's the key part. I need to see how you tweaked it. Where's a little bit of your uniqueness in this whole situation here? Yeah, I like how you ride that motorcycle, but what have you put to it where it's a little bit different than when everybody else do the same thing or the same trick? Oh, you know what I'm saying? So listen, Mr. Anthony goes on the right in one of his files, and this is again on the idea of we being ourselves. Check. So pick a name, any name. Negro, colored, black, white, Puerto Rican. That ain't in here, but we're going to paraphrase a little bit, and we're also going to weigh in on it a little bit. That's why we're only going to do a little 30 minutes and get up out of here. Check. Because this book was written, or this file, some time ago, at least a decade or two. So we got to bring it up into today's date, right? 2000. I want my intelligent beings until this day, 2023, bring to the table too. your ingredients. It's relevant. It's important. Don't let these people out here tell you that it's not. Don't let these people tell you that these kids don't know what they're doing. That's, oh, look at each generation. They're getting worse and worse. Your grandmom said the same thing about your dumb badass. Just think how many times you had to go stand in the goddamn corner. Check. So it's an ongoing, perpetual witchcraft spell of magic to dumb down and control. I need you to use your first eye and understand this. Everything is up for revision. I didn't say some of the things. I didn't say some of the religions. I didn't say certain information. I didn't say governmental files. I need to be peeping into some area 151 or whatever area it is. And if it's an area 51, why you want to start at 51? It would seem intelligent to find area 1 before you get to 51. You can't even handle 51. You ain't even seen 30, 20 area. Some of you was living right in area 2, 4, and 5. And you worrying about area 51. Go stand in the corner. See? Get out your chair. Yeah. Nigga, he was humble too. Quiet and everything. He didn't say nothing. I just picked him. Go Sometimes that Bernie Mac come out of me with kids. So listen, Mr. Anthony goes on to say here that after you pick these names and call people by any name and they are still the same people, right? Wrong. The name that you respond to determines the degree of your self-worth. Oh, now you see why we can only do 30 minutes? I shouldn't even do 30. We can stop right there, yo, and build on that for 30 days of what Mr. Anthony Browder just said. Look how big, this ain't a big book either. But out of one sentence, it was so powerful that it needs to be contemplated, dissected, investigated, and studied. Don't let this man get away with that quote right there, man. That's crazy. He said the name that you respond to. Yo, Bill. What's up, dog? Oh, and you're not even Bill. You're out of dude type character. You fronting. You matter of fact, when they make, we got a show for y'all. What is it called? What is it? Made in America. That's you. You one of them made in America ass niggas. We can call you Bear, Steven, Chucky, Marvell, Boo Boo, Buddha, Doll, Frog, Cat. How much power is behind it when the scriptures are turn around and tell you that there's powers in the name? You know what scriptures is really is? The script. The scripture of what you signify. Your signal. This is why on documents you're requested a signature because it's of your script. Get Sanchez and all them to do the numerology and etymology on it. They're explaining it to you very well. Why do you think when you go in the hospital, you see that same thing when that person is on that monitor that goes up and down? And then when they tell you you free to go, if you have any comments, subscribe to the what? www dot. Ain't that same W right there? Look at it. Because it is the signal. And the way you write and your signature tells from one who's capable to read this now. Everybody ain't aware of this. That's just like when your cell phone ring and you don't know who that is. It's just a number. They don't know how to read the numbers and see what's connecting and what's being sent telepathically through other etheric realms. They can't just talk. They got to come through the cell. And so numbers is important. What did Mr. Strahan say? Numbers in you. So when that cell phone ring and them numbers show up, just don't be so quick to throw it back down, people. Sometimes take a time out throughout your day, especially if you feel as though you're in a chaotic moment, and read the numbers right quick and see what the so-called ancestors or your people passed on of those who want to connect with you. But you know how it is. I'm too busy. I got to feed the family. I can't talk to you right now. Why don't you call me back? No, you got to be paying attention to what's going on in our life. This is the same reason why my given name was Nathaniel. And it's the same reason why you had these, I call them, whatever, these people, when I was in the system, they always want to cut my name short. No. Why you always want to cut my name short? I could go on a new job. I'm with the supervisor. He takes me to the floor manager or the site director or whatever. Hey, Bill. He put down his tools or whatever. Man, come on the way. Hey, how you doing? This is Nate. Nate, this is Bill. No. I'm sorry. He'll say, this is Nathaniel. Nathaniel, this is Bill. He say, hey, how you doing? Nathaniel, can I call you Nate? Already. We just start off in the day. See, average cat, he gonna be like, you smiling. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what you call me. I'm ready to get this money. I'll be like, hold up. Let's stop right here before we even get started. The fuck did he just tell you my name was, dog? You want to call me Nate? See, gotta call him dog. Don't call him God, because you already know the mentality you're working with. Everything's backwards, inside out, and upside down. Check. Yeah. So, like, why would you want to call me Nate when he called you Nathaniel? Is it too hard for you to pronounce? That be the number one excuse. Well, yeah, it's just kind of like Nathaniel. I mean, like, it's not really that simple. It's a two fucking symbol. You know what I'm talking about? Like, no, I'm not gonna let you get away with that. You don't get no pass with that. You know the real reason why you want to shorten my name, because you want to shorten the power. Because you white, and I know in your family, in your Catholic school, I studied it. They teach y'all way good. That's why his name William, right? Michael, Johnson, Blacksmith. It's powers in no name. Oh, you a blacksmith? Oh, that's one of them blacksmith boys right there, honey. Yeah, y'all gonna do well with him. Go stand your ass in the corner, people. That's what we need to do. See? And that's what we not gonna do here. Mind's eye, I see you. Love and light. Right? Don't cut my name. Give me all my name. Give me all that energy. It's power in the name. Because, see, they subconsciously know. They don't really know. It's only like 3% of the European people really know that they doing some dumbass shit. The rest of them, they just want to follow. That's why they following y'all. If y'all do good, they'll do good. Trust me. You see they doing good now. Look at America. We never had America so beautiful than we do today. I'm going to appreciate the administration of a couple ago. So we ain't going to say no name. Check. So yeah, and the beings, you gods and goddesses here in America, straight up out of the inner cities. Whether you migrated all to Atlanta, it's all good. I understand what's going on. I see this ley line and the shapeshifter. So we definitely want to appreciate the beings out here for keeping this balance. Mine's I, Lady Shea Butter. And there's so many more to name. Warren D. Allen Warren, you know, Sanchez, and all the Brother Panic, man. We just gotta just give. That's what you do. You you get connected. It's a networking system that we got going in the plane of existence. While you're here and in the galaxy too, people don't get it twisted. It ain't just a physical thing. It ain't just a job here that you got going on here on Earth. This shit that I'm doing right here is not temporary. Like if I do decide, and I will come back to and fro. Wait till I get my weight up on the energy grid when I could come in and out of the physical and earth as well. That's how I'm gonna have it, because it get to the point, man, I'll be ready to just tune. But I'm setting up. So when I do come here, like for instance, give you a fine example, y'all. You might want to go on a computer on YouTube. Check. You down. You know you born. Your mom give you your first cell phone. And of course, by nature, and they looking like, oh shit, this motherfucker used the phone better than me. Because you already know you setting this up. You find yourself, you find your and oh, y'all think it's funny. How many times somebody done told you, I know somebody look just like you? How many times have you heard this? What it would be? The theory of that you have a twin on the opposite side of the world. Oh my God. That is so dumb. First of all, where is the opposite side of the world? I want to touch that one. Let's start there first before I find me. Check. Before you go find yourself, let's just get the Mayans map and all those Akkadian maps, and let's see where they talking about on the opposite side of the world. If they saying that our incarnations can be can be no other place than that of just either here or in other dimensions. And what is other dimensions? How do you explain other dimensions other than what W.E.D. Du Bois, Chancellor Williams, and the like has brought to the table? Huh? Have yet, after Dr. Fred Cress Wilson, even Phil Valentine, one of the best metaphysicists, after hearing their information, John Henry Clark, huh? What have now you was able to build on from it? Or am I still? And it'd be nothing wrong. No punching and poking holes at. Stagnated. And almost ready to regress. Remember? Some of us was at that point too in existence. I know beings got to go through that. Remember, you know yourself. You know everything and everybody. So, the name that you respond to determines the degree of your self-worth. Similarly, the way a group of people collectively respond to a name can have devastating effects on their lives, particularly if they did not choose the name. This is important. Let's move on, and we're going to speed on a little bit so we can go. I've been waiting in too much. I know we got a day to do other things. Asians come from Asia and have pride in Asian race. Europeans come from Europe. I don't know if everybody knew that. You'll be surprised how many people don't know where white people come from. Real talk. Do a survey. I did it. They know where black people come from. It's taught in history class. Ain't that dumb? That's why I want white history. I want a white history too. That's not fair. Y'all should, your life should, if ours is so important and great, so is yours. If we've got February, then goddamn it, take March. But everybody need a history. Puerto Rican, we can do in April, of course. But this don't celebrate black people. That's gonna make my Czechoslovakian brother and sister upset. And we don't want them upset. I like my Asian brothers, my Jamaican brothers. I like them. They good people. And they upset because this country only celebrating black. That's why you ask where a white person come from, they don't know. They come from Europe. Studying Europe, the hills, before it was Europe, but what you know it today. But that's no matter here or there. We keep it in mind with the idea of having pride. Okay? Having pride in your accomplishments. Negroes, remember that terminology? Some of you didn't know that just a couple generations ago, ancestors and forefathers they was calling them not niggers. You know that. Negroes. Negro. One who needs to grow. And a Negro is a derivative from the word negroid. And negroid is something that is dead. So these people knew, huh? Pay attention. You're going to learn something. They knew that the copper tone Aboriginal people are mentally dead to the knowledge of who you are. Everybody else know who you are. It's you, the beings, copper tone originals in America that don't know who they are. And yet has the greatest power. How else can you explain everybody wanting to come here, set up shop? You're the greatest. Always have been and always will be. Whether you want to play into the game or not, that's your prerogative. Some of you want to come back here and be a football player. That's your prerogative, but that is a form of slavery. Check out the paradigm of it. It's just like it. From the training to the psychological aspect. It's slavery. You can't do what you want making $24 billion, my B. It's a different type of currency. You need to stick with your kind. That way you stay electrified. Huh? So Mr. Anthony goes on to write that I am to assume Negroes come from the Negro land. A mythical country with an uncertain past and even a more uncertain future. Since Negro land is a myth, where did the myth of the Negro originate? And we went into that a little bit. We're not going to feed that horse too much. We're going to keep it moving. The key to understanding he has here, we're going to replace it with understanding, okay? Because this is what it's about right now. Well, I don't want to overstand and understand nothing right now. The topic is being myself. So everything is inwardly at this point. You see how it's working? You already been with me thus far for an hour or so. Thus far, how has it been working for you? Has anyone interrupt you? The device that you're using, did it freeze up on you? No. You ain't missed a beat. The only thing you missed doing is hitting the heart button to be complete. So the key to understanding what a Negro is to understand and understand, in which he has here, the definition of that word and its origin. So the Portuguese were the first Europeans to enslave Africans. I'm not too quite sure is that accurate or not, but it's not really any of importance. We know everybody came and stole out my goddamn house. What time, who you was, and what your name was is not important. Because if I did let it be of such important like that, it'd be some real hell to pay here on earth. So we want to keep all the ugliness at best we can to a minimum. Check. You gonna tell me what time this nigga came in and defaced and blew off the nose off the Sphinx, and it was in 1418 BC when they caps all the gold on the outside of the pyramid. Giza was stripped off. The Arabs started. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's why. Oh yeah. Listen, I could take you back 78 trillion years and show you a whole different geographical location of that area. But we got to go there in the mind. We got to astral travel. It's replicas is set up like this over here in America. Trump and all them did it. Mellicott York. They were showing you. We did. It's nothing but a repeat, you know. What comes around, go around. But over in with Giza, Ghana, you know, in Egypt, where they show you now a dead, barren, and dried up place with camels and wind blowing. Yo, that was like Atlantic City or Las Vegas to you today. Times Square. All the gold. It was ivory and all types of gold and stuff capped and caped off and used for what we use as solar panels. Like did you ever see a solar panel in somebody's house? Man, yo, we've been doing this science, y'all. Man, y'all gotta understand you, yo. You gotta be you. You the greatest thing ever to happen. Without you, it wouldn't even be a universe. Oops, did I say that? In my Oracle character. Yeah, I used to like Oracle. That was my favorite character in Family Ties, especially when he built that machine. I don't know why I ain't put the women in there. Coming out talking and being like that. Goddamn. But what was the symbology of what he was doing? Huh? And where did they get the idea? It's the better questions. Save that for another stream. Let's continue on reading out of Mr. Brother's file here. It gets real profound. Check it out, y'all. So, when the Spanish became involved in the slave trade, you know what I mean? They also used the word Negro to describe Africans. Negro is an adjective which means black in Portuguese and Spanish. But since 1444 and the beginning of the slave trade, the adjective Negro became a noun and a legitimate name of a newly enslaved people. Both the Portuguese and Spanish languages were derived from the Latin, which have origins in classical Greece. In most European languages, the word for black was typically associated with aspects of death. That's right. You heard me right. That's why you ever go to court and that person walk through that door with all that black on, all y'all gonna die. And they gotta have the nerve to say, good morning. Oh my God. Y'all casting spells in here. Y'all better stop it. And they ain't gonna look at me. Here go the bailiff. And he start walking over. That's when I stand up. I wait till we get all the way over here. And then I stand up. That was when I was a young boy. That's back in the day, y'all. I used to don't mess with me now. I'm fully recovered. I'm a recovering sick Negro. Yeah, I can relapse. Slip back into a Negro real quick. So, in most European languages, the word for black was typically associated with aspect of death. The word death is derived from the Greek word necro, Necro, which means dead, and is similar in sound and meaning to the word Negro. See? Throughout European history, man, if you ever go to Europe, they tell me they have so much slave statues and things of in remembrance just to keep them empowerment of ever losing their sight of what's going on. You know what they saying is relocation, and that's why they do that. Out of sight, out of mind. So if you want to be real white, you might move to places like white California, Europe, or something, wherever is got the ideology where you don't have to be faced with the such blackness. It don't necessarily have to be this type of blackness, but even in a mentality, a consciousness. You see, that's where the differentiations come in at. And then by check it out though, it also builds the ultimate respect because he and she need to, they know they need to stay where they at, and I know what that I need to stay where I'm at. Every once in a while, you throw a product out there, I go ahead and scoop that up, but I'm gonna make sure that I'm producting too, and you're benefiting. This is the conversation in all the scriptures of God and the devil. Remember? Oh yeah, the Quran tells us good stories about God and the devil having conversations. One time he asked him, "Where you coming from?" This nigga responded, "I'm coming to and fro," and had the nerve to tell God, "Trying to devour all in whom I can." I said, "What?" Let me read that again. I said, "What the fuck?" And then God said, Where's that Quran at? Is that Quran over there? I think it's on the other shelf. What did he say after that? Oh, let me. I'm paraphrase here. I don't think it's verbatim. However, it was to something of extent. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do what you want. Do it thy will. I think it is. That's what Alex Carley come up. They come up with their study, their coach, their coach, because God gave them. Hey, look it up. He gave them permission. Go ahead. But you won't be able to get my true servants or faithful ones or something to that extent. That's the conversation. So that right there lets you know that it's on a on a balanced scale of existence in which you're functioning in. Because remember, this God and this devil is all about an inward work. We're talking about being thyself, right? And if you want to understand all of what you are, you're gonna have to continuously, consciously, at all times, associating with all things. What is my relation to and of it? This is my whole reason experience. This is my whole reason as a functioning experience of why I'm doing it. Don't just go to McDonald's because you just want to go to McDonald's because you feeling a growl in your stomach. All that's non-cipher, not very good practice. No great etiquette or ethics, morality or behavior. It's all, everything is just, man, go stand in the corner. You done took gas and drove all the way to a McDonald's. And don't call me tomorrow talk about, yo, can I borrow a couple of dollars? I need some gas to go to work. Are you kidding me? Hey, my man, you should have asked me for some cucumbers and some bell peppers and some lettuce and a couple pieces of fish and some good chicken over here or something, you know? And ate done and have done yourself a great justice. And keep your little couple dollars to put in the gas tank and make sure you get 93. Don't get the cheap shit. You're going to end up getting another car in 3 months. Especially if your check engine light is on. I'm telling you, man. If I could just hold y'all hand and just take y'all through the walk on the inside, god damn it. You're going to have to see. You could see all the idiocy. It reminds you of the movie. What's that movie with the black guy on the whiteboard? He put the glasses on and it say, obey. It's time to eat. Check out Arby's. What is it? They see or something? You take the glasses off. Oh, damn. That girl she looked good with that cigarette in her mouth, washing that car with her bikinis on. That Marlboro man looked thorough as shit up there on that horse, don't he, with his round hat on? Talking about Marlboro. I mean, you don't see this no more because you know how they play. Every time we expose the spell in society, they take it away. Oh yeah, that's why the Nazi flag and statues had to come down. Oh yeah, you still got people though hollering about that Nazi flag. They don't, black people, that is, don't accept it. But that's another stream. We ain't gonna get in that. But the point is, we're talking about being yourself. Check. So we went through these terminologies and idea of the word Negro. We're not going to feed that horse too much longer. We're going to stop with Mr. Anthony's file, right? And close out with some ideas of being ourselves. I'm going to give another energy joke juice. Much love to Mind's Eye out there, to the chat room. Okay, yeah, I see that. Mind's Eye put, he said he'll make the shirt. Definitely, it's going to get made. We will. I may not even see it, but because my thought and what Mind's Eye has would it be safe to say verbatrated? I don't know if that's a word or not, but vibrated, okay? Because we know everything vibrates if we follow in the law of the Kabbalion, right? Or the Hermetic, or the 7 Hermetic laws, right? Let's see something here. The 7 Hermetic principles, that is. It's a Hermetic philosophy. I haven't sometimes. So we're going to shoot down to vibration. Check. That nothing rests. Everything. Nothing rests. Everything moves. Everything vibrates. This embodies that motion is manifesting in everything in the universe. And nothing is resting. And that everything is moving, vibrating, and circulating. You see how the earth is both round and flat? You see it. We can't make this up. If you get out of a square bed and walk through a square door, only to go down to your square room kitchen to open up a square cabinet to grab your round bowl and your round spoons to eat your round Cheerios, you're going to be doing just well in existence. And you're going to have to discover that you cannot get around the 3 paradigms in which we have shown here and been through and described in our existence. This is why Mr. Tesla explained that it is imperative for you to understand the mathematical code of that of 3, 6, and 9. Energy, vibration, and frequency. Check. Hermetic teaches on that not only is everything in constant movement and vibration, but that the differences between the various manifestations of the universe power are due entirely to the varying rate and mode of vibrations. So again, if you if you can bring out the most powerful aspect of yourself, you can be very effective in your thought processing and therefore manifesting and bringing things into fruition in some stage of microism. You see? Again, I'm giving you shout out. I'm giving you positive energy and light and love, right? But if I said it and walked away and with a means of no concern, how much would that generate towards you? How much would you get paid? How much would your cash app increase? Huh? Not the cash app on your phone. I'm talking about the spiritual cash app. That thing. The macro. That where they get the concept from. Not much, will it? But if I sat there and gave you that same energy and pounded on it and contemplated and even have a picture in front of you in front of me for at least 3 seconds, that's going to be very effective. That's going to be a well-sent currency vibration, thereby you being paid via cash app. Metaphysically, this is. Understand the differences now. As below, so above. So if you getting paid cash app here, you got to know where Zuckerberg and all them got it from. They're occultists. They understand cosmology and sacred geometry. Trust me. If they don't, then they up under somebody, as they always have been. Who knows? They're probably listening to yours, mine, and your information channels. We do a fine job, us gods and goddesses here on earth. I'm like David Rockefeller. Let them build the world. I'm gonna sit back and think it. Check. My back hurt. I was scared. Listen, I ain't got time to be making cell phones and Xboxes and PlayStations and trying to figure out how you hook this up to that. And they mad because why black people ain't doing that. Man, go stand your ass in the corner. How long you want us to do it? We was the first ones that's making this. You don't see that same shit that they got today on the pyramids? You can need to be standing in the corner for a long time. So let's close out here, people. We're going to conclude with that vibration and thing. I think we all get the point. There's no need to keep feeding that horse either. All right. So in closing, follow your own star. I'm not going to build too much on this. I'm going to but a couple things. Let me just build on it real quick. But for the most part, I'm going to read them. And y'all get the enlightenment out of it and which best suits you for the moment in time. Because you'll be able to read the same information a year from now. And if you've done correctly, and you've done yourself some justice, if you've served yourself well and right, you'll see a greater light and you should see difference in the said information that's presented here today. So listen, follow your own star. I'm going to let you know as many stars as so-called out there stars being out there. Let's just say it like that. I subscribe to all theories. I know about all theories. So that's why I don't want to weigh in too much. Whatever your theory is for the moment, point, period in time right now, let it best suit you so that you could get by. We want to make it. We're on a journey here to become better and better. And yes, have your experiences. That's why I set up shop here so that if you intend to, You could be able to come to and fro here and out of Earth through the Uni, through the womb, and ignoring that artificial on the AI system now. So it's going to be much easier. You ain't going to have to come through birth. You they got it now where they uploading. I was reading Kauchi material and files, Michi Kaku, and they're explaining how, yes, upload through the computer. You don't got to die. You can live on and on forever through the AI system. But that's another story. Okay, so as many stars, there's beings too of light, of like Like, like light, Light, down here on Earth. Check. So you want to follow it, and that means intel, your own thought. How do you feel? Not so much, but not so much the thought, but the feeling to the thought. Same way, if somebody cussed you out and threatened to do you physical harm, as you will feel, as opposed to somebody cussing you out and then turn around and give you a big hug and telling you that they was joking with $1,000. You want it's how do you feel? Because same, I mean, you could use the word motherfucker or bitch, and I just seen people act differently. Real talk. I've seen people call each other bitch and they having sex. I've seen people call each other bitch and they start fighting. So everybody is different. Check. You want to, how do you feel when the situation or the event presents itself? It's important. All right. What you want to be is a diamond in a rhinestone world. All right. You want to be shining. Shine bright. Shine your brightest light is to be who you truly are. I think the scripture says this. Which one? The so-called good book, that one. Large groups are no place for smart people. They can't scare me if I scare them first. Never apologize for showing feeling. When you do so, you apologize for the truth. Learn to be what you are and learn to resign with good grace all that you are not. Be yourself is about the worst advice you can give to some people. That's why we don't have many viewers here. You know how hard it is for somebody to look in the mirror at themselves? The average person, when I teach them to do mirror work, they come back talking about they started crying. In my Judge Judy character. Good. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Remember Judge Judy? She was good something to life, boy. I liked it that. That was one good piece of information coming across that TV screen, if any. When she made, like, with authority of what we supposed to be doing. You felt that. You stood by that. Everybody liked it, Judge Judy. Not because she was fair judging and seemingly. You know, that you didn't care. She didn't. But when the point was made and what you should be doing, like taking care of your children, and she asked you, "Are you supposed to be taking care of your children?" And you say, "Yes, yes." How they supposed to say it? Yes, Your Honor. She go, "Good." Case dismissed. Real quick, case open and close, court case. She got all that money. She go out smiling. You being yourself unknowingly inspires others to be themselves. I knew this from a young age. This is why it was such a eagerly task set on me and a force to get me to compel and comply to other entities. Some people say you're going the wrong way when it's simply a way of your own. Oh, yeah. Thanks for that. Mind's eye on the music tip. There's definitely some good tunes. Where's this coming from? It's a I love jazz app that I download, and it's on radio relaxing jazz. I'm seeing if I can put information on the group. All right, I can't seem to identify who exactly this music is coming from, but it's definitely soothing. It's download the app. I love jazz, and it's got a variety of music: Caribbean, instrumental, tropical. The Most High loves jazz also. I know that's right, bro. I know that's right. The Most High love everything. So all you can do in life is to be who you are. Some people will love you for you. Most will love you for what you can do for them. And some won't even like you at all. That's just the way it is here on earth. There's nothing you can do about it. You can still learn to love them and like them until they learn to love and like themselves. This is like the Most High. This is like Brother Manzai said, Most High. You know, to be the Most High, you gotta be coming from a Most High conceptual points and views. You know, if all the bad people, like let's say, we take all the bad people in prison and we all just jumped out of the physical and went straight to the spiritual world, so God could judge the bad people. You can't expect God is going to handle the situation how we do here on earth. It's not the same. I'm more than likely going to have to suggest that if we did such an act, and very foolish it would be, the Most High Almighty God. So we say this is. I'm not subscribing to anything like that. I'm not in the don't I don't want nobody figuring me out. But I respect all ideas, like I said, of what's going on here on earth. And it's important. As I heard people say, I'm passionate to people's minds and ideas. The Most High have to be. You see? And that's why if we did such an act, I'm liable to feel that we will all be kicked out the courtroom immediately. And you'd be like, what you here for? You done killed 10 people, shot 14 cops, and assassinated. Let that man go. And the rest of y'all, if you was ever enjoying the life, go ahead back and do so. I got to go and do mine. That's all. That's all God going to say. See, because God is understand and has a final plan than us humans here on earth. This is monkey stuff that we're doing. Setting up courtrooms. Setting up supermarkets. What is a supermarket for when we got seeds to plant the food? Oh, somebody says for the lazy people that don't know and feel like growing the food. Then you see, you get my point. It is what it is. You think God gonna punish them? I'm punishing myself. If I don't want to be compliant and obey some harmonical, my audience principles, etiquettes, and laws, then I'll pay for it. I'll get the picture one day. Leave me alone. If I want to eat nothing but pork chops and the pig's ear and chicken guts and liver and the oxtails all day, and something happened to me, then hey, it's hair, ain't it? I might start liking that. Throwing up, sick, microscopic worms all up in me. I might have a beautiful relationship with these worms. Go get some milk, eat more cheese. Damn. I know this shit get disgusting. Let me stop. Like, what the? It's beings who exist like this, though, y'all. And although they only live in like 40, 30 to 40 years, they're happy. They right now sending their kids out there to go catch that pig somewhere up there in the mountains. Get the shotgun, boy. We're going deer hunting today. Oh, Paul, I don't feel like deer. Yeah, y'all know how it is. A lot of y'all grew up like that too. You wasn't not too many of y'all not too far from eating a meal from down south. Huh? Potatoes. Tell the truth. At one point, pig was to be a delicious, what do they call that? An expensive meal. A delicacy. Thank you. A delicacy. Yeah. Now you eating lobster tail, shrimps, oxtail, lamb. Hey, whatever floats your boat, still be yourself. This is the most important thing. And look, it gets so deep. If you're yourself so thoroughly, it wouldn't even matter what goes on the physical realm. You could eat McDonald's all day like Donald Trump said he'd do. And look that good. And ready for another run. And I just got here sitting here bashing the food of McDonald's. Of how when I eat it, I gotta go straight to the toilet. You ain't being yourself, Nate. You trying to be Donald Trump. Oh, damn, my bad. I was listening to the TV, man. He said that shit is good for you. You eat it all day. So now the McDonald's lines as long as shit. That was a good marketing production move there. I liked it. That was a good move too. Shout out to Donald Trump on that. He's always been a money making person, and for that, that's why I follow him. In regards as to how things is done here on Earth, how to monopolize, and because it's monopoly. This is corporation, and Trump is the best horse in it. I will say that. All right, so I think we've done done enough stuff here. Somebody said, "Do I vote?" And would I vote? No, I don't vote. Again, you see, I'm not favoring nobody. If I vote, I'm going to take me a piece of paper in there, and it's going to have my name, address, and phone number, email. I see that's important now. I'm going to slip that in there, just like I do. Look, same thing I do, right? I go in places. I got a business card. I got a few of them, right? This is one of my business cards. This is what I do as a profession, too. I'm also a brick mason, cement mason, cinder block mason. You know what I'm talking about. Been to Swinton Carpentry School. So I've been around. I got some skills. Put it like that, right? And here's what I do. I slide people these cards. Places I see a business. Slide that card in there. Now, if you was to happen to go into a voting booth, and I'm looking at all my options, okay? I like that. Damn. I didn't know he was running. Damn. I don't like none of them. What you do is you slip your card in there and you leave that sitting up there for the next person that's gonna come in. Oh, he said it's more slimy. You gotta be. I'm from Philadelphia. But we slimy in the right way. If you slimy, then you bring your the greatest of sliminess. You see? Everybody, the whole world's going to give Philadelphia the bad rap of being the worst. So we take that. You got to take that. Don't fight it. You take that and we make the great of it. You see? And you empower the existence by that end of your sliminess. It's all matter of how you looking at things. You see? It's not the words. That's why it's so many words. When someone is properly grounded in life, they shouldn't have to look outside themselves for approval. Respect mind's eye. And I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm an hour and 60 minutes in, looking at a 12:18. So let me go throw some paint. Speaking of painting, I'm gonna go throw some of this black paint down on the floor, actually adjacent to this wall right here. Isn't that ironic? See? So no matter what you're doing in existence, make sure you're doing it to be constructive of and for yourself. That's important. You could take this beautiful Saturday. I know some of you think it's nasty and ugly because it's raining outside. That's just a talk. That's a sick psych. That's a spell. That's to keep your mind from vibrating. Since whenever I go outside in the rain, I don't care how hard it's raining or the wind blowing, leaves everywhere, all on my car. And the first thing you hear me say, whoo, God damn, it's nasty out there. No, that's beautiful. I don't know when the last time I seen this type of situation. It smell good. You don't smell the air. Damn near, you could damn near smell the atoms. Yeah, because the wind is blowing all that good oxygen off the trees and everything, and it's raining. So you working with a lot of cleansing that's going on out here. So be yourself, people. In closing, be yourself. It's the most beautiful thing that we could ever do for ourselves. And then being ourselves, you'll find out you're going to have to be yourself anyway. Why? Because everybody else is taken. Peace. I'm out. Thanks for coming through Mind's Eye. Appreciate all y'all energy. I appreciate all the people who stayed over the radar on Facebook that didn't tune in. Make sure y'all having a great life and do it on purpose. It's the God, Nate the Great. I'm out. You never catch me on the run either. We are stardust meant to shine. Make sure you playing your part. I love y'all. Peace. Let me come in on this. I'm play. What should I play? I play different. We can play the bass, the organ, or the piano. Let me move this out the way. All right, I ain't gonna mess their song up too bad. They might send me a check. Oh, copyright. Nate, you ain't in the band. Come on, get it. Go stand in the corner, Nate, with that goddamn. They gonna say with your cheap piano. Imagine me playing with these people here in the group, huh? I'm just joking. Don't do that for me. Don't imagine it. You know you're vibrating too strong. I don't got time to play with them. I'll do it from afar though. Let me get out of here. I'm out. Peace. Make sure you're being good to yourself.
19:22. Релакс версія на легкому та спокійному.